Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. In the last episode, we helped out a group of kids become friends and then watched a man kill himself. That was unfortunate. This time, we are going to be doing more side quests, but first I would like to show the art manual shop. This opened up all the way back when we first left Alchemoth, when we first found Telan. But you can buy art books, like, advanced art books here for one affinity coin each. Not affinity coin, for art coins. Yeah, art coins. As you can see at the very bottom, we have 15. You get these just from beating unique monsters and fog beasts. You only get them the first time you defeat a fog beast or a unique monster. I'm not entirely sure if you get these from leveling up like you did affinity coins in the base game. Either way, we definitely are not hurting for them, so I'm going to go ahead and buy one for Backslash, Light Heal, Stream Edge, Summon Bolt, Summon Ice, Mind Blast, Heal Kaboom, Heal Roundaround, Crackle Bullet, Sword Drive, Mild Down, Shield Curse Smash, and Magnum Starch. That's all I'm going to get for now, but there are enough unique monsters and fog beasts that you can defeat to get coins for all of these, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Actually, probably not. So I guess you do have to be careful with what ones you buy. Just prioritize the arts that you use the most. Now if we go to the arts menu, we can see all these arts can now be upgraded all the way to level 10. I'm not going to be upgrading arts at the moment, but it's good to have this available. Anyway, are there any quests around here to accept during night? It doesn't look like it. You can get a closer look on the map because you get markers for basically every individual quest. Looks like we're done with most of the ones at nighttime. Actually, was there one over here? Or am I... There is. All the way over here. At Old Expedition HQ. That's a good place to start. We found this place just to use it as a skip travel location, but the quest here isn't that hard, so I figure we can do this first.
Welcome.
You are Aham Zahayentia Nopon, the perfect specimens. Ah, no, don't mind me. Please pretend you didn't hear that. We're sorry to disturb you. What are you doing out here anyway? Nothing suspicious, you have my word. Please don't start suspecting me. As you can see, I'm a machina. After arriving on the Bionis shoulder, I was stunned by the level of biodiversity here. From there, I decided to study the local monsters and came here to take photos of some of the species. Photos, huh? Wow, I haven't seen any of those since I was at Dunban's house. Which monsters did you come to photograph? Dinoses and Elukas. But there's a problem. Whenever I face one of the beasts, my legs start shaking. You guys look pretty strong, so I bet you wouldn't know how that feels. Oh, hey, do you know how to use a camera? A camera? Well, I've never actually used one properly, but I have tinkered with them a bit. Right. Well, if that's the case, it's probably safe to say you could learn. Sure, I understand how it works theoretically, so I should be able to figure out the handling. Great, then I hope you won't think it too forward, but would you mind taking the monster's photos in my place? I'm not convinced I'll be able to take very good pictures, though. That's alright. The camera will respond to your desires and do the lion's share of the work. That's not how cameras work, but this is for the replica hood and the replica jacket. Okay, in that case you'll be needing this. Melican's camera. What I'm after is photos of two species of monster, the Glow Dinos and the Dozy Eluka. For the Dinos, I'd really like you to get a night shot. The critter itself should live somewhere nearby. As for the Eluka, a daytime snap would be best. They live up the slope towards the Purifying Falls from Shoulderstone Scree. No problem. Leave it to me. With Mr. Shulkeel, we'll be finished in quick snap. Only because you've got my back, Nene. Alright. This quest. I have to set it as active first. There we go. Okay. Photo of glow dinos would be over here. Yeah, we're gonna have to walk all that way. Actually, no, we're not. I need to stop saying we have to walk places we don't have to walk. I keep forgetting that Gamaro Hollow is a skip travel location. Why can't we just take a picture of the fog beast? There we go, the job is done. It took me a second to take the screenshot because, I've been using a pro controller, but like not an official one, but like one of the off-brand ones, because it works fine. I don't need to spend like $80 on a controller. And I've been using it for the entirety of the series. I'm just still not entirely used to. Are you kidding me? Come on. There we go. Now it's the correct time again. Because Shulk has the power to turn back time. Here's the dinos. For some reason, she doesn't want a photo of a Dinosaurus, just of, like, the chill dinos or whatever it's called. There it is. I'll have to be careful not to rile it up. Let's hope the shot comes out well. That just made me hate these things even more. It has 2 heads. Oh god, that's horrid. Okay, we have to go to Shoulderstone Scree next. Abysses Dorum or Zen's Thoroughfare? Zen's Thoroughfare, I won't have to fight that goddamn Fog Beast or Luga. And it has to be during the day. Alright. Honestly, fighting the Orluga would probably take less time, but who cares? Here we are. Found you. Would this angle be good? Well, that should do it. I think I'm getting the hang of this. When I first played this quest, I honestly expected this to be like a feature in Future Connected. I thought they were going to do something similar to Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, where they have like a dedicated picture mode just for you to take screenshots. I don't think that would have been that hard to put in the game, but I mean, I'm not gonna judge Monolith Soft for not doing that. It's just like would have made this quest a little more dynamic, I think.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. They're wonderful photos. I'm impressed. It'll be a great asset to our ongoing survey of the Bionic Shoulder. I'm glad everything worked out. Shulk, seeing you so happy. I know not why, but it makes me feel warm. I've been unsure whether to say this next part, but I think if I didn't, I'd never forgive myself, so here goes. Please let me study yourselves too someday. Donate your bodies to science. It would be for a good cause. That's just weird. You should never say that to a person. Melicans was overjoyed seeing the pictures he took. The less said of her follow-up request, the better. True. I'm pretty sure I've already gone over why I don't like how the replica gear looks, but I'll show it anyway. This color scheme does not look good on Shulk. At least in my opinion. Like, this looks sick. The original outfit looks sick. But the green does not work for Shulk. I'm gonna go ahead and put gems in the replica Monado because I keep forgetting. This is what I ended up going with for the gems in the replica Monado. In the Monado Rex Plus. Garbage truck, can you fuck off? Next quest I want to do is in the Halcyon Wheats. We kind of just ignored this when we first saw it, because I couldn't find who had it anyway. Eins.
Hi there.
This is so strange. Where could it have gone? Sounds like you've got a problem. Shulk, we must do something. We should make the time to help. I've been tending to these wheat fields, but for some reason the growth stimulant has mysteriously disappeared. We're struggling enough with the poor harvest as it is. Without that stimulant, I don't know what we'll do. Obviously, we need enough food if our community here is going to thrive. I'm hesitant to ask Lennar for help again after all the hard work he did balancing the components. There's also the matter of the fog beast. I was hoping to have him keep watch over the field. If possible, I'd like you to prepare the next batch of growth stimulant in his stead. I'll need you to collect high leaves and thick nectar. Think you could do that? I've heard that high leaves grow all over the Bionic shoulder, so those shouldn't be an issue. As for the thick nectar, you can probably get some at the skeeters around Zen's thoroughfare when the weather's nice. Okay, we have 4 of 5 high leaves, and we need all 4 of the thick nectars. This quest isn't that hard, but it is a collection quest, so I'll just cut around to when I have everything I need. She said they grow all over the Bionic shoulder, but the closest one was all the way back where we got the vines for Kino's quest all that time ago. Like with the dangerously close cliff. As she said, there are skeeters just around Zen's thoroughfare that will give you the other item you need. I'm gonna cut these out because these are all incredibly weak enemies that Shulk can kill with literally 4 auto attacks. Went ahead and got everything. That was pretty easy. One of those whatever those enemies are called, skeeters, didn't drop one, so I had to kill 5 of them, even though you only need 4. It's not guaranteed that they drop it, it's just common that they do.
Hi there.
So you found the ingredients, thank you. I'm glad everything worked out. Whether you apply the stimulant to the wheat or not makes an enormous difference. These fields produce cream wheat, you see. They're packed to bursting with deliciousness come harvest time, but that's only if they've been carefully tended to. I don't want you walking off with fistfuls of the stuff, but if you find any that are ripe for harvest, you can have them. Think of it as my thanks to you for helping out. You've been a fantastic help after all. This quest makes it so there are new collection points for items all over on the Halcyon Wheats. You can get marrow cob, cream wheat, etc. It just spawns a bunch of new item orbs. This is very helpful for the quest we were having trouble with for gentle clams, I believe, or one quest needed a bunch of this, because you can get kilo pumpkins and stuff here as well. This is not the collection point quest that is the nicest, though. There is one more around Grandel, and that is going to be the best one. One that we should have done much earlier, by the way. We're going to finally take Winnie's quest now.
Yes.
I'm sorry to accost you, but do you know young Andred and Mr. Kars? I'm actually a little worried about them. I've heard the 2 of them departed for Zekar Marga Quarry some time ago. They've been gone a while now. I thought they would be back already. It's awfully presumptuous of me, I know, but wouldn't you be so good as to look for Andred and Kars? You have to go find them at that quarry. If something happened to them, I don't know what I'd do. No problem. Leave it to me. I will do everything I can to help. I will follow your lead. Thanks, Melia. You better, because that's what your AI says you have to do. Alright. We have to go all the way back here and go through this dungeon again. Don't worry, it's not as bad as the first time. You don't have to fight the Arachno Queen again. Thank Christ. Also, we're high enough level that a lot of the enemies will probably ignore us. Yeah. This pod won't hatch if we walk by it. It's a black portrait. There are some enemies that have normal tags. Like, these wolves will attack us, and the Deputy Seagal. I'll talk to you in a second, buddy, but I need these auto attack stealth 4 gems.
Are you that?
Huh, it's you. Some coincidence running into you out here. Myself? Well, it's as you can see, I'm harvesting high ether crystals. I know you've incorporated the crystals into your weapon, but I think they can also make for powerful armor. Andred's got it into his head that he'll make himself a weapon, but the oaf can't see the bigger picture. To keep Lady Winnie safe, surely the key is to prioritize defensive measures, and that's exactly why I... Huh? Lady Winnie asked you to search for me? Really? Seems my rash behavior has caused her no small amount of anguish. I'll be returning presently. Must waste no time in putting her mind at ease. Okay, Cars. Your name is a Pixar movie. Okay, maybe we would have to fight an Arachno Queen. This one is a unique monster. Why is the unique monster the one that's just wandering around? I just realized the music that plays in here is the same music that was playing when we first arrived at Prison Island. This does not fit this area. Like, at all. And it's a great song, but I don't see the relevance, really. One sec, dude, I have to get these ether crystals. The debuff +4, that's real good, buddy. Sorry. Oh, you folk! Never expected to meet you here. Me? Isn't it obvious? I came to mine high ether crystals. I heard they let you fight back against the Fog King. Naturally, I'm getting my weapon upgraded too. It appears that Cars had the same notion, but I expect that Brainiac wouldn't last 2 seconds in a real fight. I'm the only one who can protect Miss Winnie. Me! I'll be her sword. What? Miss Winnie was worried about me? Good heavens, how could I not see it? To think that I could be the source of her stress. I return presently. There's no need to fear, Miss Winnie. I shall be with you forthwith. Andred has been fun to voice for a Xenoblade Quest character. Hello, Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
I've heard from those two about your exploits. Thank you. Truly thank you. Young Andred and Mr. Cars have also promised not to give me any more cause for worry, so that's nice. Both of them have been dear friends to me, and I don't think I could bear losing them as well. My husband liked to tell me, Winnie, he'd say, hi auntie o' harms, none of us can live by our lonesome. I hope never have to say goodbye to anyone else ever again. Come to think of it, I haven't properly thanked Andred and Cars for the ring. Maybe I could make them a care package. Andred and Cars have safely returned from the quarry. This adventure has taught Winnie a valuable lesson. It taught Winnie a lesson? Hello, Andred.
Hey, okay.
You never know when disaster's going to strike, and we've seen it happen once before, yes indeed. I need to be stationed here so that I can run to her aid when the need arises. No, there is nothing creepy about this in the slightest. I have heard knight in shining armor, nothing more than that. God. Like... I feel bad for her. Like, this guy's funny, but he's a creep. The Pond Spectres will keep her safe, though. The Chad Pond Spectres versus the Virgin Andred. Ardred. His name is Ardred. I keep saying Andred. This is a new recording session, and I still remember I called him by the wrong name last time, too. Ugh. Have a quest from Vreda.
Welcome.
You're the ones that helped Ainz out, aren't you? I make basic necessities for the folks here, but to tell the truth, we have a slight issue at the moment. Could you go into more detail? I'm working with Bartholomew to make a tool for catching fish that he dreamt up, but we still lack some resources. If we had some half parts and snare wire, though, we'd be laughing. I don't suppose you could help us out? I have the snare wire, don't have the half parts. No problem, leave it to me. Great, well then I'll be waiting. Alright, time to go get some half parts. Last one is right outside Cragmaw Caverns, that's convenient. And we did it in time for her to not leave.
Welcome.
I see you've managed to find the half parts and snare wire. Wonderful. I think I can implement these straight away, actually. Won't be a moment. There we have it. Here, have one for your troubles. Just before you go, could I also bother you to deliver one to Bartholomew? I expect you'll find him at Tranquil Tarn. Got 2 Catch-A-Fish DXs. DX! Alright then, safe travels. Yeah, I like to imagine Shulk said that in that exact voice. He's not active right now. He might only be active at night, might only be active during the day. I don't know. It's like in between night and day at the moment. He's only out during the day, probably in the morning. Fishing is kind of a morning thing, I've gathered, although I honestly fucking hate fishing. I think fishing is so boring. He is basically at Hero's Rest. He's on that bridge. That's where I thought this quest was in the first place. This is the quest that would have been really helpful for getting the gentle clams. Because, oh my god, I cannot believe I, like, tried to do that quest before this one. That's like, that was such a bad use of time. Like, so bad. Like, you should absolutely, if you're watching this Let's Play and then playing the game for yourself, and you plan on doing all the quests for Future Connected just because that's the best way of gaining levels to actually stand a chance against anything in Future Connected, trust me, do not do that quest first. Always do these collection point quests first in Grandel. First the one for the wheat and then the one for the fish.
Hi there.
Oi there! Hold on, isn't that the Catch a Fish DX Eyes Vreda to make? You brought it all this way for me? Oh, how wonderful. I'm glad everything worked out. Shulk, seeing you so happy. I know not why, but it makes me feel warm. Melia. What's wrong, Melia? You're kind of staring. You seem to have double the number. One is for your own personal use, and you want me to teach you? Say no more. I hear you loud and clear. In fact, let me give you a live demonstration right this moment. Ah, is that not glorious? Now do you see how easy it is to fish? Opens up a vast ocean of possibilities, doesn't it? Why, you could even fish up angel bream and gentle clams here if you so desired. How convenient. The two things we needed for that quest. That is, if you're lucky. You are much more likely to be lucky now. This unlocks a ton of collection points here. Why couldn't it have done this before? Why couldn't I have? I'm blaming the game for something that is very much not the game's fault. I'll go ahead and collect these. I do want to complete the Collectopedia before we head to Alchemoth. And then we have to complete Alchemoth's Collectopedia. Oh, we completed the Collectopedia. How convenient. For completing the vegetable, you get the Valak Corsage. It says it evokes Valak Mountain at night, but that's such bad equipment. 5 physical defense, 9 ether defense. Why is it so trash? Jeez! The best thing about this stuff is that Melia can equip them, and they have slots that, like, they aren't unique, but their stats are so garbage. For completing the entire area, you get the Valak Top. Even if this area was in its initial position between Machna Forest and Aerith Sea, that equipment is still outdated. As for Alchemoth, we only have the Mystic Dahlia. We'll need to get the rest when we go there. But we are not done with side quests yet, I think. Let's see, there's one more in here. Been going for about 30 minutes, so even if there is... it looks like it's from Radzum. Alright, well... If I recall correctly, this might open up... Oh, that's a good view. Oh my god, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. If I recall correctly, this quest from Radzum actually might open up, like, the final quest line of Future Connected. I'm not entirely sure. I know this is a prerequisite, though. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected, we're going to be taking this quest from Radzum and seeing what's cool with Radzum, because he has Rad in his name. That sucked. Whatever. See you guys then.